This is Johnny Cycles of CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. My opponent says they're testing a brew. Well, we have no ramp. We have a few things to do. We have a I don't know. I think we're gonna mulligan. We do play ramp, so you typically want to see some ramp. All right, so this is our namesake card. One of them. Dragonhawk was the other. Put this on the bottom. Well, we're going to need some payoffs. So we had all of our payoffs in the first 7, but not in this 7. So we'll see if we can set up a draw here. We have multiple removal spells. Well, the joke's on me, I guess. I took out all of our Surveil lands, and now I'm wishing I had it. Since I'm technically 3 colors. We don't really want that. So slow, slow, double slow. Alright, so what are we doing? Sarkhan Soul Aflame. From March of the Machine, The Aftermath. One of those, it's that like mini set that came after March of the Machine. I'm not sure how much traction or publicity it got. Certainly hasn't seen a lot of play, although outside of that, Nissa hasn't seen a lot of play. So Sarkhan Soul Aflame reduces the cost of dragon spells by 1. I think we're just going to go for the ground. Slow as slow can be. Hey, it's a delighted halfling. Kind of want to run that out there, assuming Sarkhan will die. So it reduces our dragon spells by 1, and then whenever a dragon we control enters the battlefield, Sarkhan becomes a copy of that until end of turn. So we could run it out, and it will probably die to Fatal Push. Turn 3 delighted halfling seems like a solid play. They have like a Bowmasters or something, then that's okay. But since it's not gonna die to Bowmasters. So they're up with Grixis. Looks like this will be Bowmasters. And so I've been wanting, and I've also been wanting to play Dragonhawk, the dragon mythic from, let's see, Blazing Rootwalla, I should say. Burning Inquiry. I've played this deck before. Draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards at random. Well, this has the most upside. But we're going to bolt the Orcish Bowmasters to stop from taking 3. Well, there goes our anger. Maybe we'll keep it. Hey, we did. So we lost our Sarkhan. Alright, so Dragonhawk doesn't have haste. 5 mana. 5/5. Does things when it attacks and enters. So that's the ETB there is nice. So I guess what we could do is just run out this dragon. We have so much removal. I don't want to lose our dragon, and we might not hit the land. So I'm going to just go ahead and run out the Glorybringer. We are going to take some damage, but hopefully they won't be able to. Hopefully they won't wipe our hand again, and then we won't get punished for doing this. By wipe our hand, I mean Burning Inquiry. So we actually managed to keep our anger. So we could take a big hit here. Psychic Frog. Alright, I did not have 6. Alright, here we go. A big attack. Sure, I did have 6. Alright, so we have Dragonhawk and Sarkhan. So Sarkhan will let us play a Dragonhawk on turn 4. It will become a Dragonhawk, and then we'll get the double triggers off of it. So hopefully that makes up for the lack of haste. And we're playing an Atsushi as well for the same reasons. See how much our opponent wants to discard. I think we can kill the frog no matter what. If they want to go all in on the frog, we're still going to bolt the frog. So let them discard their hand. They did not discard their hand. Alright, well, we're going to lightning bolt. Kill the frog. It's tough killing a frog, man. I think, man, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe we're not going to kill the frog. Play a land. Pass the turn. Okay, well, we have some sideboard hate against this. So we're playing Atsushi, the 4-drop dragon that also triggers Dragonhawk's claws of power 4 or greater. So we're hoping that some of these ETB effects, and then of course Glorybringer, one of the best dragons, if not the best after, well, probably after Murktide in all of Modern. So we're going to take another hit, it looks like. We need some love off the top here. A dragon would be nice. Dragonhawk, another land. A Kiora would have been really nice there to be able to start exerting. Do we want to kill this? Yes, we do. Something they cast for free, a 1-drop. And otherwise, we're just sort of a similar ramp package. We replaced Domri with Sarkhan Bowmasters. Alright, well, this is it. I think seeing what our opponent draws, we had to exert there, so they have a couple turns to rebuild. We really need to find some sort of action off the top. Okay, yeah, they're going to get their Ox back. Refill their hand. Yeah, we're dead on board. They get to find 3 new cards, so now they might have that Burning Inquiry. Bring in the beats. Man, losing our Sarkhan didn't hurt that bad, except it is a blocker. Another Psychic Frog. Okay, so our opponent, man, is finding all the action while we're flooding. But I think we're so far behind him, other than a Kiora, Delighted Halfling, I don't think there's a draw that gets us out of this. I mean, we'll play it out, because we are still alive to just finding if we top deck a dragon. If they have no way to pump, no kill spell, no way to pump, no way to make us draw cards. Alright, no way to refill their hand to pump this bigger. We can block here, and then now you drew a card, so that gets up to 3, 4, 5. Still not dead. And then we're left, if we find a dragon off the top, a hasty dragon at least, we might actually get there. Cathartic Pyre, 3 damage to target creature, and we're dead. So that's 5. Yep, they had the kill spell. Alright, well, we weren't going to get there anyway. Bring in the ley lines. Anger still seems pretty good. Lightning Bolt, maybe not. They're a frog deck. That's why I play Witness Protection. Take out the Stingerbacks. Go down 1 Lightning Bolt, 1 Dragonhawk, 1 Atsushi, 1 Kiora, 1 Sarkhan. Just kind of trim and hope to find... Like, this is just not... I'm not sure how much the frog is central to our opponent's build. I know it's powerful. It lets them discard for free. It's not... And so we do need an answer. Alright, we'll keep on the back of this ley line in the opening hand. Plus ramp. Plus 4 drops. So yeah, this is not bad. I still want to find those surveil lands. Find room for those surveil lands. It just means we need a certain number of forests. I probably should have just gotten a forest, to be honest. In case we drew a Utopia Sprawl. I don't think it matters against our opponent's deck. We would really like to see a 3-drop. Sarkhan would be great. Something that we can cast on this turn. Well, Delighted Halfling is something we can cast on this turn. Getting in the beats. Well, Atsushi is not Glorybringer, but it is a turn 3 dragon that replaces itself when it dies and puts a fast clock on our opponent. Our best draw, I think, would be a Glorybringer, per usual. Dragonhawk would be fun. I'm not sure I'd play it at that point. Holding up that Bowmaster mana. Dragon, a Lightning Bolt. It is a legendary, so it can't be countered now, which is nice. I don't think our opponent is playing blue. All right, well, we have a little bit of hate. We have a creature, so that's nice. It's possible we should have shocked ourselves just to have the bolt up in case they go Bowmasters into Burning Inquiry. Is it Charm? Sure. Some Blazing Root Wallas, also okay. So Leyline doesn't shut that down. And try to find something off the top. If we're able to. Is a charm. Doing some more discarding and drawing. Probably for value. But they do have a hollow one. Well, might as well get in with that guy. Alright, deck, don't let us down. We need action. We haven't been very lucky off the top of our deck for action so far. Anger of the gods. We may not have it after this, so we might as well do it now. Wipe the board. Swing in for 4. It kind of hurts us because now we're left hoping to draw lands and spells yet again. And if we go runner action, and they still have 4 cards in hand. So yeah, we reset the board. They're on a 3-turn clock, but that is not, a lot. Especially when they got a frog. Burning Inquiry. What were we going to draw? Anger, land, Glorybringer. And they scoop it up. Alright, so I think they see the writing on the wall. They're out of cards. We have a flyer that can block profitably. Okay, so we ran out of... maybe go down 1. Witness Protection. Back up a Sarkhan. Anger feels good again. I mean, it feels powerful as a reset button for us. Leyline was powerful. Go down a halfling. Off a Dragonhawk. Alright, Utopia Sprawl turn to Sarkhan. Cavern, got a little of interaction. I love it. Opponent also keeping 6, it looks like. Don't Thoughtseize this, man. Did they bring in Thoughtseize? Burning Inquiry. No. No, we have such a good hand. At least we got rid of the Sarkhan. That was our play. But we did keep our Utopia Sprawl. We got rid of the... maybe I should have mulliganed for Leyline. Who knows? Still setting up for a turn 3 Glorybringer into a turn 3 Glorybringer. And that might be hard for our opponent to come back from, just depending on what they put on the battlefield. With a little bit of Witness Protection back up. It's possible we should have made that, well, I'm going to say naming black, but... Oh, goodness. There's our blue source. Alright, well, they reset their hand too and got rid of... they're happy to see the Ox in there. The Cathartic Pyre they might have wanted to keep. So I think we're just going to go Glorybringer into Glorybringer and race. Regardless, I mean, if they play something big, fine, but hopefully they won't. Just take some damage. Okay, well, never mind. We will not be doing that plan. If it's something good, deck. Anger would be nice. Leyline. Here, a turn late, Leyline. Alright, well, we're going to take our beats again and hopefully not lose our hand of Glorybringers. Opponent's making a lot of land drops. Makes me feel like they do not have what they need to really combo off this game. And they said that it was kind of inconsistent. Alright, pumping. Psychic Frog. So if we Glorybringer and don't exert, they go to 9, and then the next turn they go to 1. If we Glorybringer, exert, and kill, alright. I think that's what we have to do. I mean, it slows it gives them a whole nother turn, but I don't think we can let the frog live. And it can sneaky block, and then they might have like a lightning bolt or something as their last card. And this will allow us to Glorybringer next turn and Witness Protection should they play something else that's scary. Maybe they have another frog. They're going to draw a card. Because I think we're going to win this race, especially if we don't need to exert this Glorybringer here. Granted, if they make us discard most of our hand and redraw, we might be out of luck. There's the Ox. They get to refill their hand. I mean, these Blazing Root Wallas are not nothing. Alright, now it's a turn. Now we're on a 2-turn clock. I mean, they can pump it. put us to 10, which, you know, puts us on a 2-turn clock. So we're going to get 2 cards and a blocker. So we go to 8, we witness protection and have a blocker. Let's see if they have something. Maybe we'll find a witness protection. Ah, it's a land and a Sarkhan. All right, well this is it. I mean, our opponent needs to find if they have a Bowmasters into Burning Inquiry, we might be in trouble. Okay, no Bowmasters yet. All right, well, I mean, we should have Glorybringered is what it looks like. Always Glorybringer, man, when you get the chance. Because they're going to go to 5, 7. So we could have Glorybringered not exerted, and then if we had Glorybringered exerted, we would have killed this or this, and then Witness Protection that, and we would be taking less. Well, okay, so now they're Bowmastering me, I think, and they say I think they, yeah, I mean, they don't kill me. It looks like I go to 1. He's the same. Alright, well, they killed, that guy dies, okay. Alright, well, GG's there, DNA, Delta, we both misplay, or miscounted. Fun playing with you. Good luck with your brew, man. Alright, man, for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one. This is Johnny Cycles of CyclesGaming.com bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. Okay, well, we have our Delighted Halfling Utopia Sprawl ramp, but no 3-drop. I think we'll try it anyway. Forest Utopia Sprawl into Delighted Halfling. Best upside here is drawing a Sarkhan. So we want to be able to cast that should we draw it. So I think we go Forest, Delighted Halfling. That way, if we draw a Sarkhan and they don't kill our Delighted Halfling, which seems unlikely, given that we're playing Modern, maybe we're playing a Green Sun Zenith attack. Alright, so this way, if we draw a Sarkhan, we can cast it. Alright, so what we're trying to do here is use Stoneforge. Okay, well, we don't have any answer for that currently. We're using Sarkhan Soul Aflame to help us ramp, but also to transform him into whatever dragon we cast. So we play something like Dragonhawk, Fate's Tempest, Sushi Blazing Sky, add 1 mana of any color. Alright, well, we have that we did draw the bolt, so that's pretty nice for us. I feel like we're up against something bad for us. We'll do red. Bolt the Mystic. Attack. So then, so Sarkhan becomes a copy of whatever dragon we cast. So if we play a Dragonhawk after Sarkhan, we can turn him into Dragonhawk. Exile 4 cards once we attack with him, with the ETB of this card, the main Dragonhawk, and the attack trigger of the Sarkhan Dragonhawk. Do 8 points of damage on top of the 5. Agatha Soul Cauldron. So I think we're up against some sort of combo deck, which means untap land, we Glorybringer, that might make a difference. Might just also be dead to whatever combo our opponent is assembling. Well, there's an untapped land. And kind of pains me, but I want to kill this Noble Hierarch. I feel like our opponent's deck is probably really just wants to have a body on the battlefield, and if we can keep the battlefield clean, we may have a chance to. Yep. We might have a chance to stop them from comboing off. It does pain me to exert a Glorybringer just to kill a Noble Hierarch, but you do what you gotta do. So I'm excited. The bannings and unbannings have happened. Opponent's going for another 1-drop. So now we have to think about. Splinter Twin, Mox Opal, Green Sun Zenith. No longer have to worry about the One Ring, which is nice. And Amped Raptor, which supposedly is going to limit energy from being too powerful. Alright, well, they got a 1-drop. They put it into the battlefield. Me, meanwhile, are left kind of just hoping they don't combo off and win. Let's see what we exile. We should get 2 cards off of this. Well, there's our Sarkhan Soul Aflame. A little late to the party. So our opponent's dead. Goldspan Dragon. It's really hard not to want to play a Goldspan Dragon. Gives us another hasty thread in case they do find an answer. This deck, I think, to me it looks like our opponent's looking to combo. Go infinite with some sort of mana producing combo. Not kill our creatures. So I don't think they'll be able to kill what we got here, but you never know. So opponent's dead on board. Unless they can go infinite with their mana dork, which they already have a mana dork, and they can use the mana dork to put something into play with Stoneforge. Their Stoneforge, Mystic Birds of Paradise. I feel like they need at least one other, like a Walking Ballista. This is a pile they have, which of course makes me think it's a pile of combo. When you see a pile of cards that don't normally get played, it's a good chance it's because they are synergistic with one another and will win you the game if you assemble the right combo. Versus, I really love this Paradise Mantle. I can't wait to play it in Modern. Alright, so they did not have their pieces. Maybe we just bring in all of our removal. Go down the Atsushis and like that. They do have a lot of artifacts. They do have artifacts. A lot of artifacts. Alright, maybe we go down 1. Sarkhan is our thing, though. Alright, so I did also make some changes to the deck, as you can see, since I played it last. Brought in Wrenn and 6s. Just kind of give us something to do in the early game. It can ping a problematic permanent, in theory. Like Ocelot Pride or Ragavan, if anyone's still playing Ragavan. Lets us make our land drops. Gives us something to do with 2 mana if we have a Utopia Sprawl into Kiora. And I was playing Stomp. Okay, well, we have a little bit of ramp, some setup, and a bolt. You can try it. Don't have any of our sideboard cards. 2 ways to set up the top of our library. That is a lot of lands, though. So I brought in Brotherhoods in, assuming that more people would be playing Affinity now that Mox Opal is unbanned over the Anger. But I'd actually taken out the Anger, feeling like it was really good when it was really good, and it was really bad when it was really bad. That makes sense. So I didn't really want to. Decided I wanted to try a different route. Use it as a sideboard tool, not as a main deck hate. Seemed like the go wide strategies that it punished were about, I don't know, half the field, and then it was a dead card against almost everyone else. I guess we'll be bolting the bird instead of. Well, I mean, we've seen Stoneforge Mystic. We have no answer. Do we want to kill the Mana Dork, or do we want to kill the Stoneforge Mystic and then get punished? They didn't even get anything good last time, though. We don't have anything to ramp into, so we're going to just go ahead and bolt the Hierarch. Next turn, play a Forest, put a Utopia Sprawl on it. Okay, brought in some sideboard hate against us. Protection from red. Another Utopia Sprawl. We have all the ramp in the world and no payoffs, so let's hope for some payoffs. There's what we are afraid of, the Stoneforge. We have no answer. Will we get lucky? Paradise Mantle number 2 for the match. Glorybringer. 1. Alright, that's just, I don't think there's no way we can cast the Glorybringer yet. We'll name blue this time. All that mana. Just to cast a Delighted Halfling. Alright, so can our opponent win the game? on this turn. Next turn, we do get the Glorybringer. We drew some action, thankfully. We get one of our best dragons, Glorybringer, to pick off a creature. Hopefully pick off one of their combo pieces. I'm surprised they put that Burrington Forge Tender in the graveyard if they are a combo deck with looking to combo off with creatures, because they have, would have a hard time killing it. Alright, now they have some manas. And we drew a bolt. So, very nice for us. Hopefully they don't have a way to protect it, but we do have instant speed. Alright, well that was better than I expected it to. So much for filtering our draws with our Surveil lands. We're just getting basics. Drew the second lightning bolt. Now, our opponent's got 4 cards in hand, and all we have is a 1-2 next turn. So they could definitely assemble a combo here, I feel like. We have kept the board clean with 2 bolts and a Glorybringer. What is their follow-up to that? Kiora would be our best draw, I think. Kiora or another dragon. Let's just read this guy. Each permanent card in your... Oh, not a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands our ramp in 1 action piece. So that is a recipe for losing. We found the dragon, but we really need another one. We need some more action. Okay, going for something of 2. I feel like they've set up for their combo. We didn't find an answer. Alright, there's Stoneforge. Well, it doesn't have haste. So that's something. And we can Glorybringer. What did they go for? Or I guess if they... Yeah, I'm just confused. Still confused. Still confused by the payoff of our opponent's deck. Umbra Mantle. And they're going to attack. Getting frisky. Okay. Now we're left deciding what do we want to kill. Dragon? Oh, we can just do it again. Just kill both of them. Again. Poor opponent, man. I feel bad for him. It's just giving our opponent a ton of time. To find their combo pieces, though. Maybe that's our 3rd bolt. Really good at drawing lightning bolts. Lightning bolts and lands, but not so good at drawing dragons. So now our opponent still has just another one. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Equip it. Sure. What do we find? Anger of the Gods. We will attack. Since it is a free attack. I mean, we're basically a Gruul Dragon's control deck right now. Our poor opponent keeps playing one thing a turn, and we just keep killing it. Alright, well there's their protection from red. That seems like a powerful combo piece for them, since we are going to have a hard time killing it. Yeah. Well, do we get lucky again and draw into a dragon? Hasty dragon. Even not a hasty dragon. Dragonhawk would win us the game too, I think. Because it would exile 2 cards and do 4 damage. Dragonhawk for the win. Opponent goes to 1. We drew another land. I really hope we win this game, because I don't feel like playing game 3. Be honest. I don't know what our opponent's trying to do over here, but it's very slow, if whatever it is. I know we've been very disruptive. Okay, so now is this... They make... I think this is part of... Okay, so I think what they're trying to do is use all these things that make mana, then use 3 mana, then have it cost reduction for activated abilities so that they untap it. Doesn't this cost 3? Okay, so does it have... Equipped creature has 3 untap. This creature gets +2/+2. Equipped creature has... okay, they scoop up. I'm very confused there for a second. And we don't know what we're going to draw. Alright, well... I played that match largely confused, but we did execute our game plan, albeit very slowly in game 2, but... sometimes just 1 dragon on the back of multiple removal spells is all you need. For CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. Thanks for watching. This is Johnny Cycles of CyclesGaming.com bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. Post-banning, unbanning. Still running out the Sarkhan Soul Aflame into Atsushi and Dragonhawk. Fate's Tempest. Mulliganing this hand. Man, we're still one land. I just kept a one lander and it was painful. So we're one land from. I mean, it's just we gotta mulligan. All right, this is better. Couple ramp spells. Debating over fetch into a forest to play a Utopia Sprawl. Okay, so this is a kind of post banning, right? Mox Opal's unbanned, which I think is a mistake. Just for the record, having never played a single match against Mox Opal, I think it's a mistake. And maybe it's me. No, it's not me. It's my. Sorry, I just played a match where I was so slow. I just finally quit the match. I think we do want to go get a forest. So this is sweet. All right, we have an opportunity here. I think if I do everything correctly, we have an opportunity here to double Glorybringer on turn 3, assuming our opponent can't do anything like, get rid of that. Guess we should have gone Utopia Sprawl, huh? Man, dispatch. Oh, never mind. Our opponent's at 3 cards. See what they can do that's scary. Shadow Spear. Currently not scary. Thought Monitor. Refill in their hand. That is unfortunate for us. Turn 2. They have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 permanents out. But this is why we put... So I made some changes. Anger of the Gods was in the main. And then before I made some changes before I could even play a match. There's the island, huh? Do we want another Mana Dork? Probably not. And I put in, after the unbannings and the bannings, I put in Brotherhood's End over... sorry. Before the bannings, I switched out the Anger of the Gods. Hello? Yes, thank you. And put in 2 Ren and 6s and 2 Stomps / Bone Crusher Giant. And put in... took out... What did I take out? Oh yeah, I took out the Stingerback Terrors and brought in... to make room for those, plus adding Goldspan Dragon for the treasures. Well, opponent. Man, I'm getting a pretty fast clock. You know what we really see right now, though, is a something like a Brotherhood's End that we have main deck in our... Still, it's only 3 a turn currently. Yeah, I guess I'm glad they unbanned Faithless Looting. I thought they never should have banned it to begin with, and I said it then. It died for the sins of Hogak, and they even admitted that in the unbanning that it died for the sins of Hogak. There are other powerful graveyard strategies, but I just think it helped facilitate other janky, fun strategies. Okay, well, we might just be living the dream of Glorybringer and then double blowing up, and then into Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest, getting a whole bunch of triggers, assuming they don't have a kill spell for the Sarkhan. This dispatch. Hopefully they are out of dispatches. Doesn't look like they are, though. Boo and hiss. Alright. You're no fun, opponent. Double removal. They did draw 4 extra cards. So we can Glorybringer killing 1 and follow that up with a Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest to block. They have not had the most fast aggressive start as they could, given that they are not killing us dead yet. I mean, Affinity has such powerful starts. Maybe they just have a handful of dispatches. Like, that is a possibility. Most upside, Glorybringer into Kiora. So we'll go ahead and attempt to Glorybringer and kill this. And stop their shenanigans. Next turn, Dragonhawk Fates Tempest. So yeah, we almost lived the dream. Double dispatch ruined our fun. We were gonna have Sarkhan out when this dragon or this Glorybringer came down. We were then gonna hit for 8, killing both Thought Monitors. Honestly, we'd still be okay with just a Brotherhood's End off the top. We could Brotherhood's End and then Lightning Bolt something if we wanted. Yep. Gaining some life. Down to 8. Memnite. And we draw into a mountain. That's not bad. So that allows us to Dragonhawk Fates Tempest. See what we find. Getting 2 triggers. Well, we can't play either one of those. Trying to undo that. Save our Lightning Bolt for combat. They might have a way to counter it, but oh, come on. What is wrong with my computer right now? This might not be the right move, but they could find a counter spell or something like that for this Lightning Bolt. But we also have a blocker. And they are flooding out. Affinity does not want to play this many lands, that's for sure. They have they have the ability for a super fast start, but when you have a deck full of 0 and 1 mana spells, if you don't kill your opponent by turn whatever, then there's a good chance your super fast start doesn't do you anything, to do you any good, because you're just going to be dead. And we actually might get to attack with Dragonhawk. Get some triggers, maybe cast something else, like a oh, we got a Kiora and a Lightning Bolt. Oh my goodness, the dream. The dream. Our opponent's probably going to scoop, to be honest. Holy cow. The Kiora into Lightning Bolt. We could cast a Lightning Bolt before blockers, but too late now, I think, yeah. The card advantage. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. That's 9, 13. I think we're just going to bolt the face. Untap the Glorybringer. Pass the turn. Go to 9. Oh no, we cast everything. Never mind. Next turn, they'll go to 9. Thoughtcast. Drawing some cards. Trying to find something to get out of this. I mean, they could find 2 more dispatches and then we're in trouble. Dispatch number 1. Or sorry, that's number 3 for the whole match. And equip. We will bolt the Memnite in response. Ren in 6. We don't really want the Ren in 6 right now. I want a dragon. Like that dragon, for instance. And we're going to get to draw another card. It's all coming together, folks. Another dragon, just for fun. another Glorybringer. I mean, this deck is going off against Affinity right now. The sweet, sweet power and synergies of this deck. Our opponents, they didn't kill us fast enough. I mean, they did a whole lot of stuff, but they didn't have the payoffs to kill us dead. We're into turn 7 with just a whole mess of ways to kill them. I mean, gonna draw another card. Soul Aflame. I mean, we don't need to make a land drop, so we might as well hit him for 2. Put him to 6. Opponent's not scooping. Well, good for you, opponent. Maybe you have a way out. It's possible. No, not anymore. Alright, I mean, they could have maybe drawn a cranial plating or something, but they don't have a creature to attack with. So keeping the board clean against Affinity is usually where you want to be at. Just bring in all of that. We have a lot of answers to Affinity. Because I expected Affinity to be... Man, they have a lot of kill spells. I mean, Blood Moon is only so good against Affinity because of their they're casting colorless things, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe we don't put in Blood Moons. It does shut down. I don't know. We'll try it out on the draw. Kiora. Delighted Halfling. Alright, so Affinity, low floor, high ceiling. That's how I describe that deck. And we saw the potential for the high ceiling there with a very fast start, drew a bunch of cards, and never found a finisher. And so this floor was pretty low, and we were able to stabilize, start crushing them with dragons. Even though they slowed us down, we had a chance. We had a turn 1 mana dork and to turn 2 double Blood Moon, but we do have a Boseiju, which is really good for us. 1. On turn 3, we get a Kiora down. This is just a mull to 5, though, with these Blood Moons. Alright, we're going to put Forest. Well, how many sprawls do we want? So we go turn 1 Forest, Sprawl. Turn 2 Forest, and then a land. Alright, we're going to be max greedy and assume we're going to find a land. And not just a bunch of 5-drop dragons. Don't have our, we do not have our any answers, so there is that. Novice Spur Boots is good for them. We have none of our sideboard cards. All right, are we going to see Affinity have a fast start? Equip 1. They have 3, right? Okay, we did not get punished for our greed, which is good. And good for us. Now, it's possible we should have shocked and bolted, but let's give it a turn or 2. Taking 2 off of the Memnite isn't the scariest. That's why we want the Blood Moon. Urzasago with Lava Spur Boots is pretty scary. Blood Moon, our Brotherhood's End, would be so sweet. Man, we're just drawing all the cards. Hard not to find answers when you draw this many cards. Yep, we'll take our 2. Another land is not really what we wanted to see. Give us one of our Brotherhood's End, please. I mean, we could just go ahead and bolt. Like the Memnite, but I feel like the bolt is of greater value to us against something with, like, if they get a cranial plating. I said okay. Can we deal with it? Yeah, there's a lag on my side too. Something like if they find a cranial plating or something like that. Plating. Cranial plating. We can bolt in response to the equip. Really love a Brotherhood's End. Especially if they manage to tap in a way that lets us not get punished by their Mirza Saga. Kappa Kananya. That's a good card. I try to make that work in my Affinity Dragons deck. Did not work very well though. Gets haste. Nice. Swing for 6. Double nice. Ward 1. Triple nice. So they found one of their big finishers. That's good for them. We're looking for a sideboard card and not a Delighted Halfling. So they can go Urza Saga, make a token, and then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give it haste and kill us dead. So yeah, we didn't do a whole lot that game. We just ramped into nothing. Turn 3 win. Well, really turn 4. Okay, what do we want from them? What did we do want? The Blood Moons looked real bad, right? They would have been nice. It would have been nice there. Maybe we do want the Witness Protection. We're on the play, though. Why don't we bring in the Ren and 6s again? And a little bit of... Try to just go faster. So the Blood Moons... yeah, I mean, they would have hosed a lot of what they were doing, but we are also okay hosing what they're doing with Brotherhood's End. So I think it's just a matter of if we can keep the board clean. We couldn't keep it clean that game. We were busy ramping into a 5-drop. Well, we have... oh man, so we have the Sprawl that we can't attach to anything. We do have a turn 3 Kiora. But without the Utopia Sprawl, it's not that good. So if this was a Glorybringer, I might be tempted. So we have to run out the... Yeah, we're going to mulligan and just hope to find a handful of answers, apparently. Okay, well, we're going to try it. I mean, these are not as good as Brotherhood's End, obviously, but... we do have a bolt. Sigh. I'm not happy with where we're at. Not happy. This is not going to be... This was Brotherhood's End, I'd be a little bit happier, but even then, we are just really struggling on... We need to make land drops, and we need to find ramp, and we need to find action. So we have a bunch of interaction, but just... Alright, well, that's... something. Let's just put down... Get the double red for Anger of the Gods, and we would love to still draw a land right now. Interesting, our opponent... You know, whenever you play Urza Saga on turn 1, you're basically not... You're a green, you're not going to get any... constructs out of it. But now I guess they can get a construct. Here comes another one. This is where you see the power of Urza Saga. I mean, it's going to come down. They're going to get 2 constructs that are massive. So what... Okay, so we go bolt, bolt. And then their construct is going to be 1, 2, a 3, 3, and they surely have a handful of... So we're kind of left with, do we want to go ahead and Anger of Gods away these Ornithopters? Oh man, well, we're making our land drops. That's something. The problem is they can tap for mana and then float it and then make the construct after the damage. So they're still going to get some big constructs that they can then make hasty and attack for like this. If they're going to go get a lava spur boots or something like, oh, they didn't do that. Okay, let's say go get a lava spur boots and then attack for like, but they didn't. They could have made a construct there. They used the springleaf drum. So they're just skewing the whole construct route. I think that's a mistake, but I don't know what's in our opponent's hand. It could be that they have something better in their hand. Go for the opal. Lots of land. Probably going to play a bunch of thought casts or thought monitors, refill their hand. We are hoping that they don't do anything so scary that this Glorybringer can't kill them if we draw another land. We really just won't, since we've already drawn lands, we really want to find lands. Yep. Another sweeper. No more 5-drops for the time being. It's something we can do. The bolts are nice. Insurance, if they want to go... Man, they went for... I'm just... Wonder what's in their hand. I'm very confused by the line they took. I think they misplayed there. We got lucky with them not making a... There was a free token they could have made had they floated their mana. Maybe they didn't realize that. Maybe they thought they had to make it in response. Man, Brotherhood's End would be huge. Can we find a Brotherhood's End, please? So often against this affinity, it is like, do you find your sideboard cards or do you not? And we found a Delighted Halfling. Ooh, yeah. Now we're talking, folks. But we do have this lightning bolt that we can... 2 lightning bolts that we can use to answer something that they tap, that they cast, that they didn't try to equip or whatever. Kappa. It's got a ward 4. It's a ward 4. It's insane. Yep. Drawing some cards. You're seeing the power of Kappa right now. Can't be blocked. I mean, just huge. A ward 4. It's incredible. I don't think we can beat a Kappa. I don't think we have the tools necessary. Or, you know, we have Glorybringer, sure, but like it's gonna hit us for 6 plus 7 lifelink. That's just brutal. I think we're losing this one. Ward 4 is just, it's just ridiculous for a rare from Modern Horizons 3 that they gave. It's a turtle. Give it Ward 4 that they can cast. It's 6 mana, okay, but the affinity for artifacts or improvise, whatever you want to call it, means it doesn't get cast for 6 mana. And they gave it Ward 4 and it's a rare. Why can't my dragons get Ward 4, people? That's what I want to know. I think we might just end up dying this turn. They're going to gain so much life. Yeah, so much life. So we are kind of in the situation where it's a 2-turn clock. Getting worse. Our opponent just is so far ahead on everything. Lifelink, wow. Hitting for 11. Unblockable. Talk about a lot of text for the affinity player. What do we find? Useless forest. I mean, Ward 4, people. It's got Ward 4. Oh, sorry. Cancel that. I guess we could undo this. No, we can't. Oh, man. Well, I have very mixed feelings about this game. I'm happy to see the turtle getting some play, but it's just another super pushed card from Modern Horizons 3. When am my dragon's gonna get similar love, you know? But all right, fun game for cyclesgaming.com. This is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one.